So in negative armor stack, we probably should see Wave of Terror coming out here by Vengeful Spirit, just because -3 armor is really good,
It's
and
gonna help.
some nice shout outs as well. Just going for the people. My girl Alex, yeah.
This is where the mind games come into play a little bit though. So who's Fanky, by the way?
What are you talking about?
Fanky on Liberty team. Is that like a alternative name? This might not go down so well because we've actually got.
Yeah, they're doing it.
They're observing. There's got an arrow coming. Oh, this is completely broken. Impact. He's stunned. He's gonna get Rosh. Almost got the kill. Oh my god. He actually will.
Well.
Oh my god. This is an absolute nightmare right now for Liberty. They tried it. They tried the mind games. They went for every trick in the book, and well, gutted.
Yeah, 2 dead. I mean, instant respawn coming out by the Vengeful Spirit. Truck dying there. It's a bit of a problem, and I think the biggest issue isn't the fact that they didn't get the rush and died twice. It's more that they're going to be quite horrible in lane for a while. Magic Missile on the Vengeful Spirit, though, really just confuses me so much.
Yeah, that didn't go for anything else. Maybe he skilled afterwards. I'm not sure. He surely didn't. I have got a cheeky smile on right now that they got detected, because you only go for those kind of moves if you're feeling maybe a little bit cocky or a little bit of a trickster or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think if they like just were more efficient. I mean, they got there with smoke pretty quickly, but at the same time, IFG were just like very, very efficient, ran straight there.
Yeah.
Maybe if they went for different heroes, or like if there were more Howls. Rosh got put on half HP in that time. And Amali's trying to set up to make a kill here as well.
There's a lot of heroes over here. I mean, Plick is just surrounded, more or less. He can only escape through basically going back to base. But if he ever steps over this line, then he's gone.
Yeah.
And he's not. Oh, arrow! It's gonna miss. Plick gonna realize that he's in the danger zone right now, and he's just gonna back off steadily.
Yeah, he bought a TP scroll pretty much immediately there. So, if there was an engagement, at least he died, come back to lane straight away. I mean, the heroes here weren't like, it's not like an all-in rush strat by LIB, but these early kills are going to be hurting.
Mhm. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, Truxter's hit level 2 now, so he's got a second spell.
Surely they would have bought maybe salves or additional tangos to cater for doing that.
I mean, also there's no stats on Luna, like nothing at all. Just ring of protection, and he bought 2 salves. So yeah, not really the greatest time at all. I think the spectator chat probably went pretty wild right there.
Maybe if they didn't say anything at the beginning, then I don't know how much that actually goes into play on what the teams are thinking. But last time I saw Liberty do this, they were very talkative before they went for the level 1 rush. And nice work over there. Again.
Yeah, nice work over there by the Mirana, just to block out the spawn. The Impact trying to stack up their camp. Oh yeah, but getting back to your question earlier, Fanky is Fancy Pants.
Fancy Pants, got it. Okay.
Today he's Fanky.
I didn't really go through the teams yet, so I'm going to quickly zap through them, to be honest. We've got O'Malley, he's on the Veno, Slardar played by Suzy Q, Invoker by Adestam, and we've got Marana on Zestort, and the CM is on Phalanx, who's literally been stood here now for about 2 minutes. We've got Shadowfiend played, of course, by Plick, Bristleback by Buttermilk, Luna by Truck, Vengeful is going to be played by Impact Cutie, and AA is by Fancy Pants, of course. Are Impact Cutie and Suzy Q related or something?
Why do you say that?
Is this the Q? No, nothing?
Nah,
was it not as obvious to you as it was to me?
No, I think that's...
In Quake, though, you have names. If you have to have a 3-letter name, that's the most elite type of name to have. Is that not just a Q? Is the Dota equivalent?
No, in Dota, the elite names are all numbers, three-digit numbers.
Oh, okay.
Like 357 and 820.
Oh, we got a potential kill over here on Bristleback. They're trying to make a move on him. This is really nice. This is going to be a guaranteed kill. But O'Malley might sacrifice himself. He does get rid of the aggro. But he goes down to 8 health, and it is going to be, well, the creep that takes him down eventually. Could have gone a bit better.
He could have solved, and he would have lived, but then he also would have had to go back to base. Yeah, I think dying there was pretty huge. A lot of time committed to this lane.
Hmm.
He's also TPing top is O'Malley, so they're gonna try dual lane against dual lane here because Fancy's just been pulling.
Yeah.
Fancy's still level 1. This is like a really bad position for him. A little bit of engagement going on to Luna here.
They've tried to go for the damage. That was really gutsy, and obviously not going to pay off. I literally just got removed from the game.
Yeah, I just also got no Steam log on.
Yeah, what the hell? Okay, well, whilst I load into that again, guys, I'm gonna
I've
hold
never
up.
seen
I'm
that
gonna
before.
move back to the studio. Hopefully, the players as well didn't get their
Yeah,
game
that's why we gotta
compromised.
we gotta reconnect quickly. So there
Yeah,
you go.
okay, I'm back in game. Let's quickly move over once more. Alright, that was sketchy, man. My heart just completely missed a beat.
Mm.
I thought the entire game was going to get corrupted. I know that Infinity would not be happy with that. And at the moment, the scoreboard's showing 0-0, but presumably all the actual stats have remained. And there's a lot of other big games going on at the moment around, so this is not going to be good if it's a global event. Are they going to be owing each other kills now to just replenish the
No,
scoreboard?
no. The scoreboard's broken. It'll fix as soon as there's a kill.
Ah, okay, okay.
It's like if you join a game and it hasn't been like if sometimes.
Yeah, everyone started going, returning to home again. They were just, everyone disconnected and got automatically brought
Yeah.
back to base a little bit. So I think everyone's going to be on even terms from this.
Yeah.
Apart from maybe Impact Cutie, who was pulling lanes and stuff, so he doesn't have to walk so far.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Phalanx as well, of course. CM's going to be jungling, so tidy. And giving Truck the assist over there. A shame for Truck that he didn't actually manage to get the kill. I think it was... Actually, I can't tell. Venge got the assist as well. Maybe it was a creep.
Yeah, I can't tell at all. I think it must have been a creep though because they're both sitting at 1 assist.
Exactly.
Hmm. Yeah, we'll see as soon as there's another kill. The scores will update. In the bot lane, Buttermilk has picked up magic stick and some boots, some nice stuff there. Slardar also picked up his magic stick, so it's pretty even in the bottom lane. The
He's got
magic
his ring
stick.
of health, ring of health, of course. I'm losing my
Yeah,
mind.
but that's more for sustainability. I mean, the damage it stacks out of bristle from the bristleback's cool spray does more like than
Is
the
he
magic
going-
one parts.
Is he going for a Perseverance, maybe into Battle Fury or something? He's got the stun here onto Buttermilk. But
No,
I
he's-
think Phalanx going to be a little bit slow.
He's
Which
gonna
spot
go
can escape?
Vanguard or like none of them. Maybe he
Okay.
could even go Putt, but he probably there's no way I think that he'll ever go Battle Fury. If he does, he's trolling.
Yeah. I've not seen that on Slardar.
Plick
Ma-
just dodging a tornado. There's so much action in the mid lane here. They're constantly trying to bring down Plick. He's done pretty well to stay in the lane, level 5 to level 6, so he's only 1 level behind. Despite being harassed out of lane after those deaths in the rush pit.
I mean, look at the denies though on Invoker. More denies there than Plick actually has last hits.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
almost double the
it's-
CS in general.
Yeah, it's a great job over there, but at the same time, they've just got to make sure that they want the game to go on without any significant deaths for the
bottom.
next couple of minutes.
We've got a TP in. I don't think they're going to be able to get rid of Buttermilk in time. And oh no, CM gets stunned. Impact is just making the plays right now. And that's more kills going in the way of Liberty. But the scoreboard I don't think's completely fixed itself yet.
No, because I actually haven't made a kill.
Oh, so they've got to and then... Okay, got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
And pause being called by Fancy might be lagging a bit. But Truckspot has picked up Magic Wand. He's got Power Treads. He's got Ring of Basilius. So despite him having to go level 1 Lunar Blessing and, very, very scarily have to walk into the top lane without any supports with spells, he's come out of it okay.
Yeah.
So that's good. I mean, Plix also managed to pick up a bottle and some boots, so he's well behind Invoker, as you're saying. 13 creeps and 16 denies. The denies on currently a full level in advantage there.
Yeah, it's pretty intense, really. Oh, we've got the exact same CS as well for Slardar and Luna. Can Slardar really go as late game as Luna, though?
Well, Slido's been buffed over and over and over and over.
Hmm.
The moment his ulti gives minus 20 armor, which means that like when casting a hero, that hero's like got less than half its HP effectively against physical damage, and that's like
Right on.
absolutely huge. So, sure, late game, the Luna does like huge damage, and that scales very well because of range cleave effectively. The problem is getting there. You have to be able to
Oh.
survive a blink crash with the armor on, and that's the hardest part, really.
Yeah. Alistam almost even got a kill on Plick just then. Just avoiding the tornado, so he'll survive a little longer. But I really think Alistam, he wants to make a move soon and get himself some frags. He's leveling so nicely. So Zerstor, he's just trying to pressure a little bit,
Yeah,
pushing
there
the
we go.
creeps. Oh,
Nice
he
work.
managed to pick it up, man.
Thanks, just coming in from the side. Great work by both of them. And as soon as the tornado hits, it was late for Plick.
No, I missed that one. I just went up to the top lane to check out Zerstor. But yeah, I mean, he'd really been playing with fire for quite a little bit of time, Plick. I thought he was going to be able to hold on a little longer, but eventually Phalanx's patience and his perseverance coming back in really pays off. And actually, having a look at the gold graph right now, it's pretty much even. In fact, if anything, right now Liberty have just got a mild advantage with the experience.
Yeah, I mean, the goal advantage, as you say, almost nothing. Most of that's because of the fact that there was first blood that went their way.
Hmm.
Scoreboard's updated 4-4, very very even. So it boils down now to more about the synergy in the mid game than anything else. And LIB needs to get a little bit of farm on this Shadow Fiend. He needs to get up his a Wraith Band, maybe finish off the treads, and then the Ogre Club I think is where he needs to be like very soon.
Adestam, he wants to do something. Is he going to dive for it though? There's no one really around Truck right now, but this Inviserin's about to expire. There it is. He'll be showing his face, but I don't think Truck spotted him. Or did he?
No, I don't think so. But they're missing off the map. You can see how Truck's playing very
Yeah.
passively, moving the hiding spot that he has, and their TP scrolls on Fancy Pants. And Leplick has just picked up quite a lot of creeps here that Fancy's been stacking from. Fancy took some of the experience, but all good. You should see the gold graph going dipping down a little bit closer towards that 0 mark.
Okay. Alright, one moment.
And it looks like Bristleback
yeah.
is going to be the mech carrier for LIB. He's already picked up the Ring of Regen.
Oh, the swap though is going to be a stun on Zerstor. He already tried his leap. And it's actually this time Truck does get the kill. Just as I think Murano was going to try and put some pressure on. He was going for an arrow. I don't know if he was thinking of going for a Starstorm afterwards. But no, it turned out to be an easy one.
Pretty great timing on Vanguard here. Is the Naked Boots probably turning into Tread soon?
Oh, this is great damage again from Adestam. And Plick just completely shoved out of lane.
Got full bottle though.
Yeah, that's true. And now he wants to do the damage. He's got a load of souls as well. Truck, he's putting the pressure on the tier 1.
Yeah, top nice pressure coming in, and bottom the IFG are getting nothing. So I think their like individual play has been great, but it's more about the fact that they their lanes haven't been as good as they could have been. They could have really pushed LIB out of the lane and like punished them for it. Like you saw how Plick was kind of pushed out of mid. They could have done that in another lane as well.
We've got actually a lot of IFG people in mid right now. Are they going to try and take down Plick again? I swear he's barely moved down into the water this entire 10 minutes. He's having to give a lot of respect to Adestam and the potential supports that are lurking around the corner. And he's managed to catch up a lot on CS, but still. That's also with help of Fancy Pants in the jungle. And let's have a look at Venge. Actually, Venge's I've been finding very interesting this game. He's had a few assists already. Impact QT, always a guy I love to watch. He just seems to always be at the right place at the right time, helping his teammates, securing some kills. And actually, Vengeful is not a hero that I usually see him play. Usually he's on Venomancer or something along those lines.
Mm-mm-mm. Also, he's maxing out Plague Ward here, so looking to be pushing some more. But if that's the case, you'd expect this bottom tower, possibly even mid, to have taken damage. Mid tower for IFG is taken almost none, but their bot tower has taken, way, way more than
Yeah.
in LIB. So in terms of like HP on towers, LIB are at a huge advantage here. They need to just convert one of the towers and then run to places towers 2 and 3 and grab those two.
Yeah, top tower certainly looks like it's going to go down soon. I wonder if they're going to try and defend it though, or maybe they're just going to wait for Liberty to try and push it and try and get a trade on maybe the other bottom tower. Thing is, they, as you said, tower HP, it's so different. Maybe mid is what they could trade for their top.
The thing is that this top tower for Radiant is like the least important tower in
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not
But you
close
still
to the
don't want to
rush
give it
before.
though.
You would prefer to deny it, but giving it can have an advantage because if your creep equilibrium moves closer towards your tier 2, it's a lot safer for your offlane hero to farm.
Okay.
And also move between the lane and the ancients. That was something we used to see a lot of Navi do, where they send Kuraki to the ancients with a Quelling Blade on Windrunner and with Potom.
I see. But it's not like your top tier 1 on Radiant. It's like, oh yeah, just take it, hurry up and take the tower so that we can...
Yeah, obviously they'll look for the trade, but I think that LIB would prefer to just let the chip damage constantly hit their tier 2s, their tier 1 bots than anything else.
Buttermilk taking a lot of damage in order to get these ancients with help of Plick. Actually, Adestam could pressure the mid at the moment. He's got the space, but he's
He doesn't
waiting
have
on some
forged
items.
spirits though, so maxing out Wex means that you're very fast and you're really great in team fights, but you don't do individual target team damage, and you don't want to have to use spells to clear waves, especially given Invoker's long cooldown on his spells.
Yeah.
And it looks like Plick's about to pick up the DD rune top, possibly gonna try and make something from this.
So
The problem
I'm
is you can't
following.
run into Invoker because Tornado does remove any buffs that you have. So it'll remove haste or DD or invisibility.
So he'd like to meet someone else, ideally.
Yeah. I mean, he could. What he's doing now is also fine. LIB do just want to take this towards the mid game and late game without any big costs. Maybe he'll try and move bottom now. Looks like he's already wanting to make his way down there. Maybe taking a tower hit or two for no reason.
I think they're trying
Oh,
to
there
put
we
the
go.
pressure on. There it is. We've had one stun, but no follow-up. They're forcing a TP rotation. And we've actually got a smoke coming in, Impact UT and Plick moving in. There is a double damage. Adestam's left in mid. And they might even go as far as to just completely dive the tower and grab themselves a bunch of kills.
There's no vision for them. Here we go. And Felix
Stun.
is coming around.
That's it, Plick. He's going to have a raise and just the right click. Quick as you like. He's got himself one more.
Very, very cautious. Doesn't want to actually dive there. They don't know where everyone is. They can now see two in the mid and one in the top, but at that like moment he was a little bit unsure where the Venomance and possibly one of the hero was.
Yeah. And they're actually going to get themselves a very high value tower over here. Adestam pressuring in mid. We have got TP in from Impact. I don't know if he's going to be able to defend this. He might just try and go for the deny. Oh, just missed it.
Yeah, so that was a pretty okay trade for IFG. I mean, it is, as you say, a little bit higher value than the top tower is for IFG, but a couple of positive things. First of all, Luna's still farming. Slaughter farming in a dangerous kind of position, you know, not the safest lane to be in. Doesn't have that blink dagger yet, but pretty close. But sprouting in. Oh, Trucker's going to be in a little bit of trouble here, maybe.
Yeah, the tornado did hit, but they didn't push forward with it. They've got all 5 heroes up on the top lane now on Infinity. I think this means they want to have a tower. Or somehow profit from this. They're just delaying those creeps a little bit.
Yeah, Buttermilk actually just finished off his mech. So if he just clears up these creeps here, maybe going to be able to TP in. He's got to go all the way back to base anyway.
Is this enough time though? Infinity, are they going to realize that Buttermilk's not here? They're just pushing the tower right now. They don't see a sign of a Bristleback. We've got an Ice Blast coming in. It's going to hit. It's going to hit 3, 4 even. And we've got a swap as well.
Oh, that was a little bit of a failure by the teams there.
Uh-oh, Adestam. Is there going to be a stun coming in? I think he might get the kill. Adestam is going to be able to survive from this. Veno has dropped Freezing Field from Phalanx. And Truck, I believe, already managed to get himself a kill on the Venomancer, but we've even got a buyback. Another stun there from Impact. And now chasing down Suzy Q. He's leaving us for now. And Adestam, he's just roaming around here with, well, 5th of his HP.
Yeah, he doesn't want to actually even show Cold Feet because they might just Bristleback Quill. He's going to be very careful about how he gets out here. Let's pause.
I've just been disconnected again.
Yeah, same.
This isn't good.
But Fancy managed to get the pause off just like as everyone DC'd.
Oh, really? Okay. That is fortunate. That is unusual, though, what's going on with the game at the moment. I think everyone may have reconnected. Will restarting Steam help it? I'm not even sure. Clutch pause. Whoa. The map looks unusual right now.
Yeah, the trees won't spawn until there's movement.
It's desolate.
There we go.
There we are. Zap.
Oh.
Okay, so what do you remember what the kill score was at the end? That trade, I think, was a 2-for-1.
Yeah, it's
in
probably
favor of
like
Liberty.
for like 7-5 or 7-6.
Okay. And it is going to be top tier 1 over here taken.
And Mali picking up his 4 stuff, but yeah, just nearly getting that to 9. No levels in exhaust, so he doesn't hit like a truck. And Blicker's going into the mid. He's got that Ogre Club, so he is about 2,000 gold away from finishing off his magical BKB.
Right on, that's going to be helping out. At this kind of level, would you be going for Shadow Blade on Shadow Fiend?
I don't think so. I mean,
Maybe
there's a Slardar, and if that's not enough reason, I mean, it's very easy to buy dust and sentries.
Okay.
Like, invisibility in pub games is inherently more valuable than in non-pub games because it relies on the enemy team being disorganized. The Mirana ulti is just amazing because it forces them to do something about it, the invisibility. Yeah. And at the same time, it's like a really like versatile spell. It means that you're able to like put pressure on just by like clicking one button. And if you all go off the map and you happen to be farming a jungle, they don't know where you are. That's like a huge concern. So once again, it just puts pressure on the entire enemy team.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's worth it for a single hero to spend like 3,000 gold on an item which has just been like nerfed and nerfed and nerfed.
I think Slark is what we see getting Shadow Blade.
Yeah, that's because it synergizes like kind of well with all his stuff. I mean, it's like he's got a good way in, or yeah, like if he's got a good way in, he's also got a good way out with his ulti, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And also the region is absolutely insane.
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
But yeah, I mean, LIB are so strong now as 5. They've got the mech up on Impact Kitty. Sorry, on Buttermilk. Impact Kitty, I think, has a medallion. Yeah, he does. So they can actually like push down this tower and then look for a rush quite easily.
Are they going to go for it though? We've got some IFG players who are starting to form together. Maybe they're going to be able to create some kind of defensive barrier.
Yeah, they can try to fight. I mean, Invoker is the key here, and maybe Venomancer as well. Venomancer doesn't have enough mana without wanding to, which he just does, to combo out. But I mean, together his spells cost 325, so he won't be able to Gale and Poison over until he picks up something.
Yeah. He's not
kind
got
of
much gold.
Suffering the Sven/Tiny mentality. I think that we're going to see a rush coming out of here.
Okay.
Caused by Plick. And another DC, yeah. So there's something wrong on the Steam front, but I don't think that restarting is going to really solve anything.
Maybe you'll have a Steam restart after this game's over before we go on to game 2. Suzy Q though, what are you making of his farm? 18.5 minutes in, got Vanguard, got Blink.
Yeah, I mean, he's got his core up. I I'm not like I think Blink does make him very helpful as a hero in team fights,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that it also like delays your next item by a huge amount. So unless you make kills with it, it's not necessarily like the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like he could be going more DPS. Their team doesn't have a huge amount of DPS at the moment. With Mirana doesn't have really any items at all, just a bracer and treads. Invoker does a little bit of magical damage, but Venomancer a little bit of physical damage, and the magical as well from his poison sting. But it's nothing really to write home about. I think that I like seeing slaughters that just go BKB and then AC. I think that's what I prefer.
Does
Like they got
Slardar
Moonlight Shadow to
ulti,
initiate.
does it stack with Desolator?
Yes. Oh, and
Think of
ooh,
that.
Flexen,
Nice
Flexen
little
alone.
stun.
Yeah.
But Suzuki also noticed that his life is being threatened somewhat, and he actually drops in, maybe getting a bit over his head then.
There's no
Easy
dust
to
though.
get excitable with that blink, as you're a Slardar. But only a one-man stun, I mean, it was very difficult for them to follow up. And now 5 heroes here for LIB.
They could rush, but not with this Shadow Fiend having. I think they could just turn around right now and go for it.
They're thinking about it. Shadow Fiend chilling in
Ooh.
mid. We've got Zerstor who's just up top, pushing that lane further and further.
Look how quickly they bring a rush down now. I mean, it's only
Yeah.
one level in Nasal Group, but they're doing a lot more damage. They scale so well into the mid game. And Buttermilk doesn't have mana to pop the mech at the moment. They don't need it really.
Oh,
Oh,
there's a
Chuck
stun
catches an
though.
arrow in his mouth.
Is that going to be... No, they don't. They're still not going to be pushing forward on this one. Zerstor moved away from top lane as well. How's he doing on the farm? Not fantastic. Another pause over here. The game of pauses right now.
Yeah, welcome to South African Dota.
I'm just taking a look at the net worth charts. Yeah, seeing LIB managing to increase this lead they have over the carries, and we're going to need to see IFG catching up. They need to have some successful pickoffs, ganks. They made that move on the bottom tier 1. Well, that was the opposite of successful.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
Impact is going to be returning in just a couple of moments. And look at that, just over 4,500 advantage now for Liberty in terms of gold. Experience is just shifting one direction.
Yeah, and you can even see that like the items coming out by LIB are getting a little bit more bold. We have the points booster coming out in Ancient Apparition. We have nearly got treads up on the Vengeful Spirit, which is quite nice. I mean, it's just raw boots on the Venomance at the moment. We have the Helm of the Dominator on Luna, and that's always, either it's a really, really bad item choice because it's too little too late, or at this stage, I think it's well timed. It's BKB into Helm means that they more effective HP on the Luna, can fight more effectively against the Slardar, and can also go into the jungle and start clearing that out. And that gives space and time for things like the Bristleback and the Shadow Fiend to farm the lanes.
Yeah. Well, Trock's probably going to be heading over towards a Manta style next. He's already got the core items that he needs, so he can be creative. If he doesn't want to go Manta style, he can go something else, maybe straight Butterfly, but I do expect that Manta to come out. Whereas Suzy Q is miles away from anything new, basically. And is there anything in the... No, nothing in the choreo for them. So
Yeah, I think that's.
slightly concerned.
I don't think Trek will go Manta to be honest, but there is a possibility. I think he might just go DPS items, Butterfly, or finish off the Satanic even, or go BKB.
Yeah, well, he's got the BKB, hasn't he?
So I mean, MKB.
MKB, yeah. Yeah, definitely a choice. I'm not sure. For me, every time I see a Luna, they just seem to auto Manta at the moment. But yeah, it depends, I guess, how greedy he wants to be. Because it's also just another safety item, Manta.
Yeah.
And helps with the push, help with the farm. If they do want to take it late, then I think that's one way to go about it. And I think we still got Fancy Pants still having some issues. I know. I thought someone was going to be getting a no Steam log on or login, whatever that error was, once more. Right. Hopefully not again. I'm crossing my fingers for that one.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see any issues with Steam internationally, so it must be the servers.
Yeah. Unusual. O'Malley, he's not the richest guy in the world, but he's got a buttload more CS than some of the LIB supports.
I think Invoker is doing very well. I mean, he is the leading farmer for his team, but the thing is that his team, like in fights, we haven't seen any big plays in terms of Gale and Poison Nova. There haven't been any of those huge 5v5 team fights that IFG really want to play with. I mean, they've got such strong, they've got such strong heroes for team fights, but they just haven't done it.
Oh no, Truck's now gone. What's happening? Well, that's the thing. They've kind of gone in with 5 heroes at certain points. Like, right, we know what objective we want. We're going to get this tower. We're going to make this happen, and then we'll do whatever. And then they kind of go in. They get a couple of spells off, and it's like, no, not this time. They back off, and a couple of them get picked off along the way by Liberty. And they're just slowly getting weakened more and more, and Liberty are getting a bigger and bigger gold advantage. It's nothing too significant right now. It's nothing unrecoverable. But Infinity are really going to have to push in strong and commit to the next fight properly.
I think I just heard Suzy Q stomp the ground.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Just excited to get underway again.
Yeah, Plick finishes up his BKB, and he's also going to start working towards also some DPS items. I mean, the power of Luna plus Shadow Fiend is so huge.
Oh, Plick, you're in trouble. We've got a tornado coming. We've got EMP as well. Suzy Q, amplify damage, and that's an easy kill. Picked up by Suzy Q.
I mean, it's his fault for not grabbing the finished BKB. Sitting in the stash and the courier is not used. And top tower is going to take a lot of pressure now. Trucker's got to get into position to farm. He's just trying to gain some HP.
Zeus took a huge amount of damage, actually. I think Truck showed up for a second and got a lucent beam off. But yeah, he commands respect in these fights at the moment with that Aegis, but or does he? He's going to pop the BKB. Alistam is immediately going to leg it. Lucent being mini stun. Again, they can leave. We've got O'Malley. He's just wandering the middle corridors of the map.
That was a big mistake there by Chucky. He got forced to BKB, and now we're going to see IFG. What they should be doing right now is possibly just pushing top straight away.
We're going to get some support on support action. No. Not that hot right now.
Yeah, Ancient Apparition needs to defend this bottom tower. I think he's just wanting to play back because we did see that backstab that came in quite early on Buttermilk from behind, where the Crystal Maiden died. I mean, sorry, the Venomancer died for one. And Impact QD even doing some good damage now. When he's close to Luna, I think that he'll do like considerable damage for his support.
We've got a stun on Buttermilk, but not going to follow up with anything, and it's not going to be stopping Liberty players from collecting this middle tower. They want to trade though. You take one tower, we're going to take another one, and they're going to have to be really, really quick. They've put out the glyph, and Addis... Oh, it's going to be nothing happening. They got pushed away, but here it is. Alistam's got the EMP down. No mana at all. There's going to be the Poison Nova. Aegis is going to be popped. And Suzy Q trying not to overextend this time. He's made a mistake with it a couple of times already this game. But he doesn't lose his life. And that Aegis is gone. No need to worry anymore. And whoa, I don't know if we got the pause out in time, but...
Yeah, someone did.
Oh man. Yeah, sorry guys who are watching at the moment.
Seems to be some Steam issues.
Yeah. This is erratic, but hopefully we're not going to be losing out on anything. I think it was 9-6 for LIB. I'm just taking this opportunity to look at the bare map. What it looks like without trees or anything. How this game would be different. And I think we're just waiting on Plick at the moment. And he went for the full restart. You can see the logging back into Dota. Oh dear. I think we can hopefully have more luck on the next game. This is just unfortunate in my opinion. And there's no... we've got pings over the rush area. He shouldn't be up just yet. I think they took it 4 or 5 minutes ago. But much better from IFG in that last fight. Huge improvements. And O'Malley's going to be back in base. Plenty of gold though. Let's have a look at the warding. Very aggressive wards actually from Infinity. And it's been working for them at the moment because they've actually don't seem too afraid of going into their jungle. They went off and picked up a kill on Plick earlier. They've got wards inside their jungle from Liberty, but Liberty aren't taking advantage of it in the same way. I wonder if maybe Infinity want to defend their jungle a bit. They're going to get some CS from this. Well, I expect a fight to happen soon. There's O'Malley, he just used that tell. I'm pretty sure he did, so O'Malley might be out of it, and with 2 minutes to go until his ulti's up. No Poison Nova. And actually there's going to be no Moonlight Shadows either. Freezing Field, hurrah, but once again, I don't think they're running on many resources at the moment, the Infinity guys. And if Liberty, they choose to just enter the jungle, well, they might have to just give it to them. They can defend the tier 2, but they don't have to defend the rest. And maybe Zerstort can go back to pushing out this top lane. Everything good, Knoxville?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can fix the issue, or if I can like see what diagnose the issue, or maybe force us to move on to another server by reloading. But I don't know if that'll help. I don't think it'll help.
Okay. And actually, Liberty are going to be backing off from this. Their farm going to be picked up. Got some creep stacks going. Starstorm will fall. And there's just going to be a couple of stacks on the Ancients that are going to go down. Once again, Buttermilk helping out. He's starting to pick up a little bit of gold. He's going to become more scary to go against in the soon stages.
Yeah, I think he's also going to just head for either a Hellbird or a BKB of his own. I mean, there's so much magic damage on the side of IFG. Both would be fine. The physical damage later on is going to be coming out from the Slardon, from the Mirana. But yeah, I think Sanj is fine here if he wants to go for that. He's going to go BKB. It's both great. Impact Kitty just going to be doing some nice de-warding in mid. O'Malley picking up the ward, and he's also got like still kind of caught in that limbo where he doesn't have enough mana to cast both his spells. Yeah. But his mana pool is thankfully big enough now. So
just about.
Yes, 26 to spare. So if only there was an EMP on their side. And another D-ward by Impact Kitty. So great awareness there, managing to counter ward both wards off.
Yeah, Adestam actually picked up the ultimate orb now, so he's presumably going to be going for a hex.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the right decision.
It'll be another 5 minutes or so until we see that item on him, depending on how his farm goes or if he manages to get some kills.
I think given how the last couple of minutes have been going, probably more than that, probably like closer to 8 minutes or 10 minutes.
Okay.
Like he's less than halfway by far.
And this bottom tower still stands. Infinity guys have got their eyes on it once more, and well, the Liberty players are quite far away. I wonder if they can take a moment to go and get this.
Yeah, and Edison's also pushing top.
Uh-oh. Okay, so they're going to try and get a bit of a trade. Zerstort, he's just going to immediately leap out of here. Buttermilk walking in. Bristleback not afraid of anything.
Yeah, the LIB guys are just content to start setting this up. Maybe start looking for Rush whenever he respawns. And here comes the DC from Impact Kitty again. Looks like just him. So South African servers, pretty fantastic.
Yeah, what the hell is going on? And this is going to be stressful as well for Liberty. Impact's returned immediately. That's it's weird. It's going to be slightly distracting as well, because I can imagine Impact's getting pretty focused in his game, and I feel like his team do rely on him from time to time to make those big plays. He's got to hope it doesn't get distracted. We've got a move on truck, a stun, BKB forced out, lots of TPs. Suzy Q, he wants to go to the end. One more hit, the mech comes out, and we've got a swap. Suzy Q, he's going to get forced forward, and Deafening Blast just going to help. Do you think it was worth Adam Sam going in for an extra right click? Because that's all it would have been to take down truck.
Well, he got mech perfectly in the... I don't think he expected the next bash to just come through and be so effective.
Yeah.
But this is another DC.
This is crazy. And Impact again, they're just trading DCs constantly.
Yeah, the server is pretty screwed.
Yeah. It's knackered right now.
Like, the problem is sometimes generally when this happens, it means that the save game's also corrupted. So I would be hesitant to try and move across onto another server in case the save game doesn't work.
Well, we can have a chat between games to see if we can finish this one off. It sounds like it's going to be getting harder and harder to do this. And another one. I mean, there's 3 players on Liberty that are just getting spam disconnected, and it's really not fair, to be honest, on them. And they're back at the moment, so we surely game on. And who's down at the bottom? Zerst and Phalanx weren't really at the fight up the top. They're sitting in mid at the moment. I feel like maybe whilst all of that stuff was going up at the top, they should have been down bottom, pushing that again.
Yeah, definitely. That would be the best.
Because then it would probably... I wouldn't say worth giving up Suzy Q's life, but at least doesn't make it quite as much of a tragedy. Because it's kind of not a hero they can afford to give away for free, or even at all.
This is one of the IS IPs. Oh, ulti. Messing up there by Fancy, he's going to be a little bit upset. He actually has to try run. But if he got that ulti, it would possibly be a death there.
Oh, Storm here by Zerstor. Their arrow is going to be absolutely bang on. Zerstor's going to get himself pretty much a solo kill there. I think O'Malley managed to get himself an assist from this. Yeah,
I don't know if he was within experience range. Yeah, this is one of the IS servers in Joburg that's causing this issue. So if you work for IS, plus fix this server IP. I will write the server IP for everyone. That's the one you have to fix.
Man, it's going to get DDoS now you did that.
The servers are like pretty easy to DDoS as it is.
There it is, done, man, it's done.
Yeah. DDoS Inc.
Oh dear. No. Are you serious? And I've just been removed again.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't anything to do with pasting that.
Yeah, man, no, I blame you now.
Everyone's delayed, so it's nothing to do with that.
Knoxville's fault here. Alright, let's see if we can get back on this. At least we can reconnect, and it would be much worse if we couldn't. So how does one rebuild a game on a different server?
Basically every minute the game autosaves onto everyone's PC.
Okay.
And there is a way that you can host a new lobby using a save game. It's one of the options.
You can put another shot and immediately Plig's gone. They want to go to the save. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. That's it, guys. Alright, thanks audience for tuning into this. We'll bring you the rest of game 1 between Liberty and Infinity in just a moment. How long does it take to make this this happen?
Couple of seconds.
Couple of seconds, alright. Okay, let's see if I can... So I can disconnect. Can I leave game?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Alright, okay. Can you give me the password?
Uh, there's no password now.
Alright. Okay, I moved into the channel. Alright. During that point, though, at least in the game, it did look like Liberty were kind of... They're doing better in kills and gold, but they're not really doing better in terms of map control, I feel. And I think that's how Infinity's kind of able to keep themselves in the game right now. They're still able to kind of roam around a little bit. I mean, the Bristleback hasn't really kind of flourished in the way that maybe Liberty would like. I mean, if Bristleback was doing as well as, say, Luna, for example, or even close to, then I think the game would be currently dominated right now by Liberty. But that's where the good plays from Infinity came in at the beginning.
Yeah, I think LIB was at such a disadvantage, and IFG just didn't they didn't know that they were at such an advantage. Well, they knew, but they didn't press it enough. And I was kind of one of the biggest issues, like a lot of games, is that you don't know when you're ahead, so you don't know how you should play.
Yeah. They're kind of feeling each other out in a way at the moment. Alright, so game is back in. And I think, yep, they're just trying to work out exactly where they stand at the moment. So I'm going to put ourselves in game. And we can continue this one. 27 minutes in it came to. And yeah, I think 7-10 is the legit score and we can get back to it. So what action we this is just after Suzy Q would have died.
This is about 10 seconds ago.
Okay.
Pretty sure I had a rapier. Yeah, so
maybe
hopefully
later.
This is going to be a little bit better. And a pause coming out straight away.
Whoa, 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 whoa. The courier's not upgraded.
Oh yeah, but both sides have it bugged out.
Ah, okay. Does it have a boost? Does the donkey have a boost? What? Is that... It can't fly, can it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bugs that come in with loading off games, especially games with dodgy servers.
Suddenly, Plick does 5,000 damage.
That would be a great bug, I think.
Okay, well, both teams are even on this one. We have got the speed, the haste here on Radiant's courier. That's not normal, right? I'm not imagining things. Okay.
That's right. And SF managing to deny out the bottom tower. So finally the tower drops, but to a deny.
It'll help out a little bit the map control. All tier 1s are down at the moment, of course. Infinity would have really appreciated that extra but it's not meant to be. And Adestam, how's his farm going? He's actually getting really close to... I say really close. He's made up his 1.6k since he has the ultimate orb.
Yes, it's still 2,000 away. So I don't think he'll get 2,000 within the next 2 minutes. So
shh, he can do it.
Adestam, please!
He didn't go for the Midas straight away as well, which is what I usually see for invokers in mid.
Yeah.
He just wants the items fast. The ones that do damage and stuff. Mirana, he's getting... I think, actually, Zestor is going to be going for Deso. For his team. He's gone straight for the Ogre Club.
It could be... I mean, it could be both. It could be Deso, it could be BKB. But I think, given the fact that he's gone that first, means it's going to be Deso.
Yeah, it tends to mean that, I think. We've got double damage in the bottom room. No one's gone for it yet. Both teams should be aware that it's up. But neither of them done anything about it.
I think Rush is probably going to be up around the 30, maybe 30.5 minute mark.
Maybe even sooner. I think it can be up from any time now till just after then.
Yeah, but I think it's going to spawn at
we don't have the timer, do we, on it?
Yeah. Defensive swap coming in by Impact Kitty, and they're going to just try to save track once again. BKB just another charge getting popped off there, so it's down to 7 seconds.
7. Okay. Yeah, the first charge, the 10-second charge he used on nothing. I mean, really, he hasn't made those BKBs count. The BKB charges even.
But it's like also like a little bit okay because the one spell he needs to dodge is Slithering Crush. If he doesn't get caught by that, he's actually okay.
Yeah.
Invoker obviously also in the late game once he's got a couple of levels up and exhorts.
We've got Suzy Q actually not that far away from having his BKB as well now. We've got just a stray arrow coming out. It's gonna hit a creep.
Oh, Flick is in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, BKB's at the right time. Ulti coming forward as well. Ulti is gonna pop through and Flick just gets DPS down.
Oh, we've got a swap. Surstor, he leaps forward again. We've got a Lucent Beam, but he's going to make it out. Deafening Blast now. Adestam trying to be the man of action, but now he's getting taken down by Lunar Eclipse. His teammate dies, and it's going to be him as well. Suzy Q makes it back to base.
It could have been an easy triple kill, I think, for Truck. There was just the Slardar who was on the edge there, one Lucent Beam away from getting picked off. And Mali's just trying to solo pressure mid here. But I think we're not going to see a reaction by LIB, and if we do, it'll be the SF spawning up in 20 seconds, or just the AALT that's coming forward here. Actually, they are going to defend this. I think this is maybe a little bit of a mistake.
Mali is going to be able to get out, and yeah, Buttermilk moves down, and actually they've relented from pushing down bottom. I love Truck's Lunar textures.
Yeah, it's got the rare glaives of the Lucent Rider. And the legendary mount, so it just looks hot.
It does. It looks. That's the descriptive word I'd use. Suzy Q. Whilst they do that, okay, sure, Suzy Q is going to be pushing top a bit, but there's going to be no reaction on the Aegis, and they're going to have to find themselves taking down Truck again in a pressure situation. He's got the Eagle song. He's actually going Butterfly first, no Manta, and he's got the Manta. He's suddenly just got the Butterfly. He's going to be absolutely kicking ass right now. They do not want to get in the way of him.
Yeah, what's also nice about having the Aegis is that he can now kind of just go in, and even if he dies, he can always BKB TP, obviously provided he gets a TP scroll at some stage. Classic Truck. But, yeah, like, that's always a nice defense, and there's nothing that we can see on the IFG side to stop that, except for Slardar getting a bash.
Yeah.
It's always nice being able to say, okay, well, no matter what happens, I've got like an art of some kind.
Definitely.
The physical damage is going to get quite huge though, quite soon, and that's where the evasion from the butterfly is just so helpful. I think he should just go for another butterfly right now.
Really?
Stack the evasion, physical damage won't do anything. I think that'll be the best. I mean, he's not even close to doing maximum attack speed. If he gets another butterfly, that's still like, yeah, he could still get another 2 butterflies.
Oh, Tornado just went on Truck. We've got AA has got his Aghanim's. And there was the Manta style fell into Plick's hands as well. And it just seems to be... Oh, we've got the Deso coming out from Zurstor.
Yeah.
And this pretty meaningless regen rune.
Just denying it out, I guess. Hoping that another one will respawn soon. They do have kind of more control over this bottom area, despite the fact that the tier 2 tower is still up for LIB. I mean, Truck could get 2 more butterflies and then not be at max attack speed caps. And there's so much damage that comes out. I think that he's just going to play it safe though and get a DPS item next. Either finish off the Satanic or go for the MKB.
Plick baiting himself a little bit, trying to bait out an error here. We've got a swap. Suzy Q is just melted completely. Disintegrated, in fact.
That's huge. He doesn't have buyback.
Uh-oh. And Phalanx, Lucent Beam as well. Oh. Wow, the damage is just painful, and this could be the steamrolling that Liberty were after. They found themselves an inch, and I think they have taken the full mile from this. They might swap out the tier 2, but, I mean, what the hell? Let's go higher ground. They're not really fearful of Adestam or Zestor.
I mean, it is a free tier 2 that gets taken out there, but...
It's the full Rax. Rax is gone.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing they could do to defend her. They didn't have Crystal Maiden or Slardar, so they made the best out of the situation.
Looks like Truck gonna stick around. I think got managed to get himself the kill off that. Maybe that was from Plick, but And now they TP back. A little bit of pressure on higher ground over here, but look at the health they lost. And they've just taken down that free range of racks. And a nicely stacked up Ancients for Truck to take down. That's
Yeah,
a lot of extra gold.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. The problem is that, like, who would really take that for the side of IFG? Luna doesn't have Manta Style yet, so single target DPS. It's not really ideal in any way.
Well, he can
really
afford the
needs...
Eagle Song. Oh, and we've now finally got the Hex coming out.
I think he'll stay for buyback, and if not that, he'll go DPS items, so we could see the MKB. It's also truck, so I mean, ludicrous things could happen.
I hope so.
Nice little bit of a smoke gang coming at you by IFG. They're pinging and they're running around, and Adastam's unsmoked, and finally they're getting spotted out here.
There's Impact sharing the stuns at the moment. EMP as well, draining all the mana. Impact will die. And so will his comrade. And look at that, we've managed to get a stun onto Plague. Buttermilk is coming in as well. He has got the mech. BKB's going off everywhere. Adastam trying to get the damage. The Hex goes off. Suzuki, he's getting the bashes. Oh, it's going to be a mutual kill. And now O'Malley trying to step away. He's just going to have to sacrifice himself. It's a 4 for 3 in the end.
Yeah, Plick was a bit bold to just TP there. I think he should have tried to just fight. But getting the kill in the end, all's good. All's well that ends well. And the Hellbird finishing up on Bristleback and Miranda not anywhere close to BKB. I think that this is maybe a game where either IFG now, they've got two options. Either they think we should just call GG now and go game 2, or we should just try and annoy LIB as much as we possibly can. I don't know what they're going to go for. I mean,
how
generally,
do you do that?
No, you just don't, like, delay the game as long as you can. Just try be as annoying as you can. Try rat dota, try split push. Just prolong the game as much as you possibly can. I don't think, I mean, in my experience, that's almost always the worst way about doing it. Just as you start losing, you spend more time thinking about why you're losing. But
yeah, there
are situations where, you know, tiring out your opponents can be very beneficial. Normally, like a more of a LAN environment or a situation where teams have, you know, some teams have played more games than others or have got a much harder schedule ahead of them.
Yeah, definitely.
But here, I think that that'll just make them feel emo.
Phalanx kind of just standing still and taking that ice blast like a man.
Yeah,
EMP.
I mean, it's only a level 2 ice blast, but it is Ags upgraded, so
yeah,
it does good damage.
Oh, definitely. We got IFG. They're pushing up mid. They're gonna try to get another tier 2. I don't think Liberty are gonna stop though for really anything.
Yeah, I mean they've got Glyph as well.
Yeah. So this is it. This could be another lane of racks, and they've realised, you know what, they're not going to stop. Going to TP home. Suzy Q's here. Also, Zerstor returns.
Satanic on truck.
Yep, it could be really painful right now. They might not want to give this one up. There it is. We've got the BKB going. Also, I think he did pop the Satanic now, and the damage. Suzy Q just dies ridiculously fast. Makes that Vanguard look more like a paper shield. And now it is. We've got the nuggets that are falling from the heavens, but this is doing nothing. Freezing field, immediately disabled, and Suzy Q is going to die back.
Die back, and the second rack spawns. They're just going to. I mean, they could have. I don't think there was any chance they could have won that fight unless it was like a mass CC. But, I think that was like 9 minutes of uninterrupted play, so I was happy with the end of that game for both sides. But LIB taking game 1, and hopefully I think for themselves and their fans going to take this 2-0 in game 2.
I think it's a shame though for Infinity after they had a hilariously good start, and I think that's the exact precise way to define it. They're Liberty trying to do level 1 rush, failing hard. One of their players died to rush, then they lost out on first blood. Infinity, they seem to be really in a good state, and then just slowly but surely Liberty just inched out a bigger and bigger lead. They were taking the